Hello and welcome. My name is Diana and today's class is mindful movement. This is called Open Hips and today is June 24th, 2026. Thank you so much for moving with me. Today we're going to start slightly active, move into passive, and then fire it up for a lot more active, and then finish off with passive at our very end. So let's go ahead and get started by turning the body to face towards the top of the mat. And we're going to go ahead and take our fingers out wide, place our palms down, and then step back into a high plank. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes, rock forward to make sure that your shoulders are stacked right over your wrists. And then send your hips high, drop your heels low, downward facing dog. And landing here, we're going to take our foot pedal out, so dropping one heel and then the other. Gently let the hips naturally rock from side to side. Begin to connect with how your body is feeling today by taking a couple of inhales and exhales. Each time you inhale, finding a little bit more expansion. And then every time you exhale, settling in a little bit deeper. Breathe in, take your right leg up high, three-legged dog, push your heel back. And then rock your right hip open, drop your heel behind your hip. And then if you'd like, you can take a couple of circles through that knee and hip. 3, 2, and 1. And then take that pattern the other way. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to send that leg long and three-legged once again. And then bring it up and forward. Take your right knee to your right wrist. Bring your shin across towards your left wrist. I like mine at about a 45-degree angle. And then you might enjoy sliding back a little bit on the left toe. If you have a block or a bolster, you can bring that in under the chest or under the right hip. And then we're going to melt forward into pigeon pose, opening through that hip. See if you can extend your arms forward and relax through your shoulders. Maybe turn your head off to one side, close the eyes down, and take 10 deep breaths right here. And join me for another full breath in. Soften on your breath out. And then bring your hands in beneath your shoulders. Press down to lift the chin and chest. And we're going to slide that block or bolster out of the way. Go ahead and retuck the left toes. Sweep the right leg high, three-legged, and then open that hip once again. One breath in. And one breath out. Re-extend the leg on your inhale and set it down on your exhale. Left leg will sweep it high, three-legged. Stack the hip, bend the knee, peel open. And then go ahead with your knee circles. Here's 3, and 2, and 1. And then work the pattern the other way. 3, and 2, and 1. Take a breath in, send that leg high behind you, and then bring it forward. Rest the knee down right below the left wrist. Slide back on the right toes and drop down, finding your lift, finding your support, and then settling in. Take another full breath in. And stay for the breath out. And slide your palms under your shoulders, lift up, chin and chest lift. Slide that support away, and then re-tuck the right toes, sweep the left leg high, three-legged dog, bend the knees, stack the hip, heel open, re-extend, and then set it down. And we're gonna drop our knees right underneath our hips and bring our palms right under our shoulders. Breathe in, drop your belly, lift your chin through cow. Exhale, tuck your chin and lift your belly. Good, again, breathe in and out. Fill up and empty. Inhale and exhale. And then find a neutral spine. Walk your hands back to your knees and press up to a high kneel. We're gonna step our right foot forward, finding 90-degree angles at hips and knees. And then we're gonna press forward into, it's like a lifted low runner's lunge. We're gonna let the knee come right over the middle toes, and we're gonna let the front of the left hip soften forward. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Try this, sweep your arms up to the sky on an inhale, and then exhale, straighten out your front leg. We're gonna take a lifted half Hanumanasana. You might wiggle your right heel a little further forward, and then pull your hips back as you bow over that forward leg. Take a breath in and a breath out. We're gonna rebend the front knee, arms lift, press forward, and then palms down beside that foot. We'll step back to all fours. Walk your hands back to your knees, rise up to that high kneel, and we're gonna bring our left foot forward. Go ahead and bring your hands to the front thigh. We're gonna send that kneecap forward over the middle toes. Notice how I'm keeping my heel grounded. Take a breath in. Stay for the breath out. Sweep your arms up, big inhale, and then exhale, pull your hips back, fold over the front leg. Once again, you might slide that foot forward and then bow down, gently pull your hips back through the stretch. Take a big breath in and stay for the breath out. Rebend the front knee, breathe in, reach the arms up, and then plant your palms down. Step your knees back all fours, retuck your toes, take a little bit of cow through your spine, and then send your hips high, downward facing dog. Join me in a big breath in. Open up your mouth. Inhale, look forward between your hands, rise to tiptoes. Bend deeply at your knees, take a walk up to the top of your mat. Slide your palms to your shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. And then release your ankles, bring your hands into the crooks of opposite elbows. And just hang here, letting gravity work a little bit more length through the posterior chain. Release the arms, slide them to your shins, pull your chest forward, send your hips back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Again like that, rise up, pull the hips back, feel a stretch right below the glutes and through the mid hamstring. And then exhale, fold again. One more time like that. Send the heart forward, pull the hips back. And then exhale, forward fold. Release the ankles, curl your way all the way up to stand. Lift your chin and your chest again. Reach high through your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold, bow all the way down. Palms to shins, find that halfway lift again. And then palms down, step back, high plank. Rock forward, glutes are active. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Extend your arms or lift your chest, lift your chin, and then exhale, press your hips high, downward facing dog. One breath in here and one breath out. Inhale, look forward between the hands, bend at the knees, load the spring, and then walk your way to the top. This time, just one halfway lift, deep forward fold. Curl your way up, rise up and reach up. Swan dive right back down. Palms to shins again, work that halfway lift. And then palms down, high plank and pause. Rock forward on our inhale, tight glutes. Lower on our exhale. Open your heart. Send your hips back. One breath in, one breath out. One more time through sun A, look forward, bend and travel. Halfway lift, forward fold. Stand tall, reach high. Dive back down. Lengthen on the inhale. High plank and pause. Rock forward, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, hips go back. Adding on a little bit more, breathe in, look forward, bend and walk. This time, feet separated, halfway lift. So feet are about shoulders distance apart, forward fold. Bear pose, bend your knees, take your seat, so just like chair, but with a wide stance, and hold for 5. You might try a pulse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Maybe try this. Jump back, high plank. Rock forward on the inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, down dog. One breath in. One breath out. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, hug the knee in, step forward. Drop your left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Square your hips forward, square your shoulders forward. So coax the left hip forward, pull the right hip back, and reach up, open chin, open heart, and breathe. Lift your chin and chest, look up, and then spin your back foot out to horizontal with the ends of your mat, and then open up warrior 2. Bring your gaze to look right over your front middle finger. Interlace your fingers at your low back, lift your chin, lift your chest, and pull your knuckles towards the floor. Humble warrior, bring your chest down, reach your arms overhead. And work your right shoulder right inside of that right knee, and bring the top of your head as close as is comfortable to the floor. Take a big breath in. Deepen on the exhale. And we're gonna burst open and take star pose, turning both toes to face out. Open your arms, lift your chin, and then turn your toes in. Prasarita, forward fold, bow down and reach between your legs. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Both sets of hands walk to frame the right foot. Pop up on your left toes And then drop the hips low as you take your right arm to the sky. Dragonfly twist. Breathe in, spin open. Breathe out, plant the right hand down, step the right foot back, high to low. Inhale, open. Exhale, hips press back. Beautiful flow. Here we go. On the left side, left leg high. Hug it in, step it forward. Dial the right foot down, rise up. Warrior one, square the hips, square the torso, set the gaze. 5 breaths here. Look up, lift the chin, and then open up warrior two. Once again, squaring the back foot with the edges of your mat. Interlace your fingers at your low back, reach your knuckles towards the floor, lift your chin to the sky, and then humble warrior, bow forward, left shoulder inside of the left knee, work your arms up and overhead. Release the bind, press into the feet, open up star pose, take a big breath in, and then turn your toes in. Prasarita, forward fold, reach through your legs, ground your fingertips down. Take a breath in, soften all the breath out. Walk your hands to frame the left foot, pop back up on the right toes, and then send the left arm high. Dragonfly twist to the left. Big breath in, open across the chest and shoulders. And then exhale, plant the left hand down, step back, press straight to down dog or work your way through your flow. Once you're here, join me in a full breath in. Open up your mouth. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Bend your knees and step or walk up to the top. Once again, that wide bear stance, halfway lift, shoulder distance apart through the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Touch down, drop the hips, bear pose. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away and pulse for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Release the hands, reach forward. Exhale, forward bow, tuck your chin. Inhale, halfway lift, get prepared for it. Jump back, low push up. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, hips press back. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, hug it in, step forward. Warrior one on the inhale. Warrior two, open. Humble warrior preparation, interlace the fingers, lift the chin. Humble bow, dive down. Pause here, 1 breath in and 1 breath out. Turn both sets of toes outward, open up star pose on the breath in. Turn the toes in, Prasarita, forward fold, exhale. Work your body up to the top of the mat, low runner's lunge. Dragonfly twist to the right. Take a breath in, get a little bigger. Exhale, high to low. Inhale up, exhale back. Left side, breathe in. Exhale, step. Warrior one, rise up. Warrior two, open. Interlace and lift the chin. Humble warrior, bow down. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Release and burst open, star pose on the breath in. Prasarita, forward fold, reach through the legs. Walk your hands to frame the left foot, pop up on the right toes, drop the hips low, open up, dragonfly twist to the left. Take a breath in, high to low push up on your exhale. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, hips press back. Pause here, take a full breath in. Open up your mouth. One more time to the top of the mat, look forward. Bend at the knees, try it, jump to the top. Interlace your fingers, reach forward, bear pose. We're gonna pulse for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Halfway lift, shoot back, low push up. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, hips press back. And then walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. We're gonna just hang here, standing forward fold. And then put a bend in your knees. Sit down onto your hips. Lie all the way back. And bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop out wide. Bring a hand to the belly center and the heart center. You can slide a block or a bolster under one or both of your knees if the knee or the hips need a little extra support. And then find a resting place that allows the spine to be long from the top to the bottom, meaning that you might slide the top and back of your head back and the bottom of your tailbone up and forward so that the low back can get closer to the mat, maybe not touching, but closer. And go ahead and slide your feet out wide and then drop your knees in towards each other. So it's a reverse of butterfly. And you can play around with your positioning, feet further or closer from your hips. And looking for a really deep hip stretch here. Your version may look quite a bit different than mine, but we're looking for a deep sensation through the hips. Go ahead and put some space between the knees, keep the feet wide. And we're going to take dynamic deer, bringing both knees over to the right, pressing the left kneecap down, and then over to the left, pressing the right kneecap down. Beautiful. 2 more times. Take that side to side. And then coming over to the right and holding. Option to set the right knife edge of the foot on top of the left kneecap to coax it down, and then option to drop the arms out in a T or a cactus position to open across the heart. And gently release that bind. If you held it, bring the knees back up through the middle, and then take them over to the left, setting that left knife edge of the foot on top of the right knee, and taking 5 deep breaths. And gently release the bind, bring the knees back up through the midline, and then draw them into your chest. Wrap your arms around them. Take a big breath in. Hug them in a little tighter on your exhale. And then bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Slide your heels away. And then bring your arms out, palms face up at about a 45-degree angle from your body. Setting up for final rest, so releasing any control over your breath. Letting your eyes be heavy or closed all the way down. Finding and receiving the support of the mat beneath you as you take these moments to bathe in the work that you've done and prepare your nervous system and your physical body for the day ahead. Begin to bring some life back into the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes. And gently nod your head from side to side. And take a full body stretch. Reach your arms high overhead. Bring your legs together. Point your toes. Take a full breath in. Reach. Open mouth. And then gently roll off to one side. Using the strength of those arms of yours, press yourself up to a seat. And thank you so much for joining me for Mindful Movement today. I hope that you felt as if it supported your body as a whole and of course opened your hips. If you did have any questions or concerns that you'd love addressed by me, go ahead and send me that email. It's diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. I hope you go forward and have yourself a wonderful rest of the day, and I can't wait to catch up with you soon in my next live or recorded class. Until that time, I hope you will take great care of yourself, and I can't wait to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.